Hey everybody, it's Christy again. We're here with another episode of Mind Your Own Business. I'm really excited about tonight because we have three lovely ladies here and we're going to promote their business tonight. So tune in, make sure that you like and share and subscribe to our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Also, make sure you comment. We want to see your positive comments and maybe we'll even be able to answer some of your questions. So let me introduce these ladies without further ado. First, we have Mrs. Lulu Batiste. She's with Lulu's Cleaning Service. Hi, Miss Lula. How are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to see you.
Thank
Next,
you.
we have Miss Tammy Brinkley from Stepping Out Haircare Salon. Stepping Out. Hey, Miss Tammy.
Hello there. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. I'm so excited. And last but not least, we have Miss Kareese Watson. She's one of our new members from Michigan. So she's part of our E-Crew, and she owns Promised Land Realty Solutions.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good. I'm doing good.
Good. I hope you haven't had a long day. I hope your day has been great and not stressful at all. All right. So I know we started school here in Houston County, so it's been a long day. But let's get started. So I want to start with you, Miss Tammy. Let's talk about your business. You have a haircare salon. Where did you get the name of your business, Stepping Out?
Actually, it came from stepping out on faith. I had to step out on faith because I was told that I couldn't afford a salon and there were too many around here and the bank would not give me a loan. So
wow, that's awesome.
I prayed about it and moved forward, and my client supported me, and here I am.
Awesome. That's a great story and a great testament of faith right there. And then Miss Lula, what about you? How'd you come up with the name of your cleaning company? I mean, it's Lula's Cleaning Service, but
Well, actually, Lulu is my nickname.
okay.
Everyone calls me that from back home. I'm from New Orleans, so that's how I just came up with the name Lulu.
Okay. Awesome. And then Miss Kareese, yours is Promised Land Realty Solution. So tell me a little bit about where you came up with that name.
So I came up with that name because, growing up, I share this story with my parents and tell them about it all the time. But, I always wanted to own a home or own properties in the city when I was younger. And I wasn't seeing a lot of people in the community doing it. So as I got older, I just knew that my mom would just send a lot of prayers for me to get, the dreams and things that I want. And I knew the promises that she's praying for me to have in life. And a home is something that she was never able to have. And we're working on it now, but it was something she was never able to do. So I just knew that, we have land that's promised to us and that I had to be the one in the family that was going to have to go after and get it. And so that's where I came from, Promised Land, because I know we have things that we have to acquire. So it's really, really comes from a place of passion about being an owner and having things. So
wow, that's really awesome. So what made you what made you decide to start this business, Kareese? Was it just because you knew your mom didn't own a home yet, or what?
Well, actually, being here in the city of Detroit, it's a lot of slumlords. There's a lot of people. I was, renting, and I was in a lot of situations where I didn't like the situation and being a renter. And with that, you have to either decide to make the decision to go and get your own or continue to rent from someone else. So that's kind of why I'm passionate about helping a lot of other people too have those things. So I feel like everybody has that promise to them. Everything in the world is the Lord's anyway, and we are promised that. So that's something that I really want to help everybody else acquire as well.
Awesome. And Miss Tammy, how long have you been a hair care stylist?
Over 20 years.
Wow. So what made you decide that that's the business you wanted to go into?
When I was a little girl, you know how they used to take the press and comb and be heard and they pop you with the comb. I just knew it had to be a better way and a better solution because I'm tender-headed.
Me too, girl.
I end up helping my friends who were tender-headed, and I got good at it. And all my friends were like, I don't know why I'm going to the beauty salon. I'm just going to let you do it. Yeah. And I had family that talked me in to get my license, and it held up for me.
Awesome. 20 years. That's awesome. And that means you have a lot of experience, so that's
yes.
good.
I said over 20 years. I don't tell my age because I enjoy the fun of the compliments.
Yes, you do look great.
Thank you.
And Miss Lulu, what made you go into the cleaning service business?
Well, I started out as a caregiver, a CNA, and I had quite a few clients. I've been doing this for like 14 years now. And one of my clients asked me, could I clean their house? And then she asked me, could I clean her sister's house? And I just thought maybe why not just go into business cleaning houses and still care for people at the same time.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. And I looked at your website, and you do like apartment complexes. I saw in there that you can help people get ready for inspections.
Right.
Do you do like if someone's moving and they're trying to sell their home or something, you do that kind of thing?
We do for like real estate companies if they're trying to sell, just a person trying to sell their company. We do move in, move out, military inspections, like you said. We do commercial property as well. We do office buildings. We do everything.
Okay, cool. What is there any other services that you provide? Like since we have COVID going on, do you provide any kind of deep cleaning or anything like that right now?
Well, all of our first cleanings, initial cleanings are deep cleanings, no matter what, anyway. But COVID, of course, it made us want to keep doing that because the COVID is really bad, and it's like we keep our mask on and wear our gloves and everything. We still have to do that. Yeah. And even when we have clients that do stay in the home, we actually have to migrate them to another room that we don't go in. And that way we'll clean the rest of the house for them.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we can actually get them to leave for a few hours so we can complete the cleaning.
I'm sure that makes it easier for you.
It does.
You put their pets away. I saw that on your website as well.
Right. Yes. Because the pets, they like to play. They like to run around.
And then they'll mess up behind you.
Running around, right?
Yeah. Okay, awesome. And what about you, Kareese? Let's talk about all the services you provide, because it's not just, you don't just sell homes, right?
Right. I actually I'm a real estate investor as well. So sometimes I'll purchase the home. Sometimes people inherit properties that they don't necessarily want to take care of and care for. So I provide a solution by finding a buyer to purchase the home if I don't myself want it for a rental property. But people sometimes for property taxes, they really can't keep up with it. They rather just like take some money for their house and move somewhere else or, buy something else. So I kind of help make that happen for them as well. I also help renters. If someone's a renter who does want to purchase a home, I help put their rental history on their credit report. That way I know when they're ready to purchase a home. We can put the rental history on their credit report that they've already paid. A game changer if they, are looking like, well, I don't have enough credit to purchase a home. Well, you actually do. You've already really paid into having enough. So I help them realize that that's something that they can do if they're ready to take that next step and, purchase them a home.
That's awesome. It seems like you provide a lot of services.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seems like right now everybody's trying to get on the trend to buy a home, and we all want to get our credit perfect and get into something that we actually own.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And I will say, I was COVID. A lot of interest rates and credit score requirements have changed for people to be able to purchase homes. It's not a good time to make people's credit level need to be higher when they're going through, something like COVID. But they do. I do have resources that we can still get get the score up where they need to be, because COVID has changed, our financial America a little bit.
Right. And we're going to get to COVID because I know COVID is messing everything up for everybody.
Yes.
But before we do, Miss Tammy, what about in your salon? What do you provide? Do you just do hair care?
Well, I have a variety of services because I'm also a barber stylist. So I cut hair, whether it be male or female. Awesome. I do chemicals, haircuts, sew-ins. I actually do wig maintenance. People bring in their wigs and drop them off, and I clean them and prepare them to be styled again. Awesome. And colors, facials. I have a variety of services that I do, and I use all professional products.
Awesome. That's really good. And I know you said you do barbering, so you also can cut men's hair as well, right? So
I do. I do have several male clients.
Right. And even if a man wants to wear a wig, I saw that on Facebook.
I can do. They have wigs also.
Yeah.
They have installations also.
What about natural hair? Do you do natural hair?
I do natural hair. The only thing that I don't do that I outsource is micro braids because it tends to be tedious on the hands. And in order for me to have longevity in this business, that was something that I had to source out. And I think it's great because you got people at home that are trying to make a living, and you have people who have salons that braid, but it's a temporary source. You can't do that for long and be successful. You end up having arthritis or tendonitis. So
right.
So
you
I
can
stick
get
with
insurance on your hands, right?
Ma'am,
I said you can get insurance on your hands, right?
I do have insurance on my hand. If I didn't have insurance, I'd have money.
That's a real thing.
Insure everything.
Yeah. So, Miss Tammy, we talked about COVID a little bit with them, but how has COVID affected your business? Like, how long were you down in the beginning, and what are your requirements now due to COVID when someone comes into your salon?
Well, of course, it made me up my game when it came to the sanitary schedule I had. So I sanitized my salon more. I'm taking temperatures before they come in. We're using masks, and everybody has to be sprayed down with Lysol. I'm at Walmart every morning getting a can of Lysol just so I won't run out, because they'll give you one per day and Clorox wipes. So I have to sanitize the shop even more. And I have this system called NuvoMed that I got from CVS, but I'm sure you can get online. And it's a machine that cleans 99.9% of the germs in the air. And the main thing is for me to keep everyone separate. So I do private appointments, and I try to get them out before I bring someone else in. I have enough space for at least one behind the other, only two at a time, to keep them safe and comfortable.
Okay. And so when someone makes an appointment, because I assume you only do appointments at this time.
Yes.
Okay. When someone makes an appointment, I know I talked to another salon before, and you had to have your hair washed already and everything. Basically, they were just styling hair.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I guess you're still washing hair and everything.
Yes, I'm still shampooing, because to me, that's a part of sanitizing. Everyone's not able to shampoo their hair the way that it needs to be professionally.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Okay. And so you wear a mask? Are your requirements to wear a mask when they
I wear a mask, and the requirement is to wear a mask, but I have some elderly clients that have a hard time breathing. So I just maintain my mask wearing so they're comfortable. And like I said, if they're in here by themselves, then it works out. And like I said, I got the NuvoMed killing the germs, and God is in control. I'm constantly praying all the time. And I know it's a risk, but we take a risk going to the store and getting food and going to get gas. So I just have to have faith and know God is in control, and I keep moving forward.
Definitely. And what about you, Miss Lulu? How has COVID changed your services, and how long were you affected in the very beginning when we had to quarantine for weeks at a time? How long were you affected, and what changes have you had to go through?
Well, we were affected at least like 2 months. We normally do like about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cleanings sometimes a week, but we were down to like 1 or 2 sometimes, and trying to keep our regular clients as well. You know, everybody was scared. Of course, they were supposed to be scared of COVID because we were. And you just don't know who has it or if you could get it yourself. So once we started picking back up, basically we just maintain the gloves and the masks. We use antibacterial cleaners, Lysol. I mean, we pretty much was already using those things anyway before COVID hit. But we just make sure we maintain our distance away from the client. And if they can't leave, they do have to migrate into a room away from us. And then once we finish the rest of the house, we'll go to that one room where they go somewhere else. Or it works out most of the time where they're not even home at all. And there's a lockbox or something that we can use to get in. And of course, they can pay me through my website. So that's easy for everybody. Yeah, and they'll go in and do like a walkthrough. Some of them can do a walkthrough and some can't. But I mean, it's been working out. Business has finally picked back up. So I'm really glad about that, because I didn't know what I was going to do with myself sitting at home and not doing anything too, because I just have to be doing something.
Right, I understand that. And I bet now that kids have gone back to school, people will want you to come in more again,
Yeah,
'cause-
it's picking back up really good now. We have one like every single day of the week, just about now, and it's picking back up really well.
That's awesome. And you said so do you have employees or is it just a family business?
It's family, and I do hire like independent contractors. I don't really have employees because it's easier for people to be able to make their own schedule. And
Right.
that's why I have independent contractors, because sometimes it's a part-time position, it may be temporary, or it could be a permanent position, but that would be up to the person themselves.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. And then Miss Kareese, what about you? I mean, I'm sure real estate has changed since COVID-19. How has it affected your business?
To be honest, I had still had a good ride during COVID with real estate. Of course, I sold a couple homes during that time, but I had to, of course, wait till the tenants were gone. I was doing a wholesale deal and waited till the tenants were gone because I have to go in, take pictures to send to the investors. So things like that we could work around now was kind of good, where I could, still keep people safe. I still went in with the mask even though they weren't there, but just because I don't know, what was in their own when they're home. But other than that, I still it was pretty good still. Like she said, a lot of contractors and things weren't able to do a lot of things for some of my properties at the time. Home Depot was kind of slow with having workers in certain departments, so work on my own properties did slow down a little bit. Just due to people not being able to get some things that they needed. So
Yeah.
slowed it down a little bit, but I was glad to still be able to work through and still be able to do a lot of the things that I needed to get done. So I made the best of it. I'll say that.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we all had to do, just make the best of it.
Yeah.
And if it's our own income, we just had to work through it. And luckily there was unemployment and things like that. So I'm still working from home.
Yeah.
So, Kareese, I know I said you're in Michigan, and welcome to our fellowship family, by the way.
Thank you. I'm excited.
So, I know before we got on camera, you said that you could also offer help to people who don't necessarily live in Michigan. So let's talk about that a little bit real quick.
So just like I was saying with the rental program, I can service people in all 50 states. That's something they can purchase, through my site as well. Or like I help with credit restoration. There's a lot of different services I can offer that way, as well as I have a lot of connections with realtors in, Georgia. Actually, I have a few people in Kennesaw, Macon that I work with. I have people there as resources, and that was one thing that was good for me that I thought about when I, decided to actually become a member. I've been listening for years, but I wanted to become a member. I was like, what kind of resource would me being here in Michigan would I be able to provide to people, that are still part of my church family, even though I'm all the way here. So, I service all states. So I'm like, that's perfect. I can, go ahead and, work with my church members, via Zoom video, however I need to connect with people. But I'm just happy to be, on the platform with different businesses in the church. That this platform had to be created for us to be able to speak with each other anyway. So that just kind of was a great way to, come in and be a resource. So
I agree. I am loving this platform, and it's great for everybody because I say this every episode. Fellowship Bible Baptist Church, our members, we support each other. We definitely do. So I'm excited that you get to have your name out there. You get to have your business out there. People might not know, that Miss Lulu had a cleaning service. I didn't know that. So,
Right.
yeah. So I think it's great that we do have this platform.
Yes.
Right.
So back to you, Miss Tammy. I wanted to say, I want to talk to you because you're in an actual shop. Is there ever been a time where you weren't in a shop, like you did hair out your kitchen because you couldn't afford a shop yet or whatever?
No.
You always been in a shop.
Always
You
been
always owned your own shop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You always owned your own shop?
Well, I worked in someone else's shop when I got out of school, but as soon as I got my license, I had my own. Yeah.
That's really awesome. And you're located on North Houston in the Ollie's shopping
center. Correct.
Right. Okay, good. That's right on our side of town by the church, near the church.
Exactly. Across from Robbinsville Credit Union.
My hair done.
Lulu needs her hair done. And Miss Lulu, do you have an office or you just operate from your website and go to people's homes?
Yeah, I mean, I my office is in my home, so I don't really give anything out or anything like that. But it's basically through the website. And if I do need to do an estimate, most of the time I can call it over the phone. But it just depends on if the client is unsure about the condition of their own home or how bad it is. Then I'll have to go out, and I have to go out for like post construction jobs and things like that, so I can see what's needed.
Yeah. And Kareese, you have an office or you work from home?
So this is my little home office I have in here. I always wanted to have an office at home. Like, okay, I have to have an office wherever I'm going to be. But I'm also a part of a development that's taking place in Detroit. One of my other real estate partners, we have a development where we're going to have business suites. So there's going to be a headquarters pretty much where people can come print, copy, and all that. But then there are also going to be other business suites for other businesses, like kind of a co-op networking space where people can, meet your clients at the offices. So that is still in production. It's not that was one thing that was actually slowed down during COVID because everything like big productions like that had to be put on hold.
Right.
So we're working towards going, pushing that ball a little bit further so that we can get into those offices and offer business suites to people with businesses, small businesses.
All right, awesome. So I know you have a website, Kareese, and so let's talk about social media though. Do you have social media as well?
Social media is my best platform. I would say Facebook and Instagram are where I, talk to most of my clients, where I do most of my talking to people, everything. I mean, a website, I do have a website because a business needs a website, but I'm very responsive on social media. That's a little bit quicker for me. And a lot of my business is referral business too. So, I mean, once you get my number, text me, whatever, we're going we'll go from there. But social media
definitely benefits your business.
Absolutely. So definitely.
Yeah. And Miss Tammy, I know earlier you told me you're not on social media. Do you have you don't have a website?
Not currently. I just have my email address, and I also sell Avon products. So I have my Avon site. I haven't had it just for the protection of my father in the past, but I will be looking into it now that he's gone. But God has blessed me to have repeat business, and word of mouth has always been a treasure for me over the years.
And that's one thing about a beautician. When you find one, you don't want to I don't want to move away because I don't want to lose my beautician type stuff.
Right. Exactly. I have people that still drive here from out of town just because they refuse to allow someone else to service them. So it's been a blessing. God has provided.
Do you use like a booking site like Booksy or something or Square? Or you
I don't. Just a phone number and an email.
You ready? Because all kinds of stuff
totally old school. Totally old school. And it just keeps out the riffraff from being negative. When you have a website, you can be a target also.
Yes.
I had people text me and say, I wanted to say something ugly to you, but you didn't have a website. I was like, thank God. Yeah. So it's worked for me, but I am going to try it.
Okay, good. And Miss Lulu, what about social media platforms for you?
Yes, I do use it. I use it on Instagram and Facebook as well. I do a lot of campaigns too to get the word out. It goes out to like thousands of people. And with Vistaprint, that's another thing I have as well, where I could buy a mailing list and send it to whoever I want to. I don't get to know who they are, but it'll go out to however many people I pay for.
Oh, that's cool.
But Facebook,
mailer, like a postcard.
Yeah, I get the reviews on Facebook as well, and that does come with some good and bad stuff, like she said, But I mean, I just look good, and you're gonna get some bad. So.
Yeah, definitely. Even the church gets some bad.
Hurt people.
That's right. That is right. That's right. So, Miss Tammy, let's talk about. What was I going to say? Oh, let's talk about your business. If there was one thing that you want people to know about your business, what would that be?
That I promote healthy hair and that I promote healthy habits.
That's very important.
And I'm family orientated. You won't have to worry about coming here and people cursing all over your head.
Right.
Pastors come through here and people from the church all the time, and they're comfortable with bringing their children, so they don't have to worry about a bunch of negativity or gang related activities going on here.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that about you. I know you're not playing none of that.
No, management is key.
Right, exactly. What about you, Miss Lulu? If there was something that you want to make sure people understand about your business, what would that be?
Well, Well, first of all, I don't know about other cleaning services, but I actually do a background check on everybody before I hire them because I'm really particular about my clients and their property and who I let in there. You know, some people just don't make really good first impressions either. So that's another thing. So I'm really, really particular about who I hire to work for me. And I try to get some honest people, reliable, you know, that I feel that I can trust. And of course, my family, I can count on them, so that's even better. But I do the background check, and if there's anything on it, it's a no go for me.
Yeah,
Amen.
that's very important, especially to have people around people's stuff. So
Right,
that's
right.
good.
And my clients, they have a lot of, you know, they got some stuff,
Right.
so we don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. And what about you, Kareese? If there's something you want to make sure that people understand about your business, what would that be?
Pretty much with me, I just want everybody to understand, like, I'm really about community development, about building up the kids, them leaving a legacy, them knowing about, finances and money and possessing the land. Like, I really am just really all about kids knowing, even, when you have a business, I want them to be able to own that building that they have their business in. You know what I'm saying? I want them to never think that, oh, I'm going to have to rent this and pay someone else forever for it. If it's yours, you can have it, and I really am really big on that. That's one thing I want people to know. Like,
yeah, that's really important.
To win. I also have a youth financial literacy foundation. So what I do is to get groups of organizations of kids, and I don't know how this is going to be affected, for COVID, but there's like a 60-page money book we give to kids so that they can learn about money, and then I donate $500 for every 30 kids. To program to the organization, so the organization can use the money for whatever, and that's something I can do for all 50 states. I will of course have to fly into the state and kick it off for them and everything. But that's just something that I think all kids, whether they're going to be in real estate, whether we're going to have a cleaning service, whether they're going to be a hair business, any business that they need, they're going to need to know how to spend the money and spend it right, because that's not something that our culture necessarily is taught. So I just feel like if the more of us know it, the more of us, the younger we can start.
Very true.
Better. So that's one thing I want you to know. I'm really about it. That's what, as a child, I wish that's something I had as a child. But as you grow up and learn things, you're able to develop and have that for others. So
yeah, definitely.
I want to be passionate. I'm passionate about it as well. So
we'll have to get you to come down here and talk to the youth.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely on the list to come down there and get that going as soon as all these.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
Clear up.
Yeah. So let's talk about the future of your businesses. What do you think you see in the future of your business, Kareese?
So right now I own a few properties. They're rental properties. That's nice, but I really, really have a big vision. Like, I have centers and, big places that I want to own and have, multiple businesses in them and things like that. So that's what I see. Like, I see like a community development. I see me developing the community wherever I am. So I'm just, that's just where I see the future of it. Just building that community.
That's exciting. I can't wait for you to get that.
We're about to possess this land. I'm telling you, it's ours.
Yes, definitely.
Claim it.
It is.
Yes, definitely. What about you, Miss Lulu? What do you see the future of your business?
Well, I'm branching out into doing the pressure washing and more, like gutters and outside work and stuff like that. So now that I got my cleaning service kind of up and running pretty well, that's what I plan on branching out to. But also my caregiver business, I'm planning on getting back into that as well.
Okay, good.
We need to talk, Lulu. We need to talk.
I know. That's what I was gonna say. I really need to talk to you, and I need my hair done too. So I have to
look at this. That's great. That is great.
Network.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole purpose. If nobody else contacts y'all, this was
right.
What about you, Miss Tammy? Where do you see the future of your business going?
Well, I plan on growing, and of course, longevity is the key. But what I really desire is to be able to educate others, to be able to have their own businesses, and be able to help them have more better managerial skills, because that's why we as a race tend to not be successful, because we don't have the management skills that we need. And you have to educate yourself. And I want to be an educator.
Awesome. Do you teach people to do hair, like while they're getting their license or anything? Have you ever done that?
Okay. Yes, I've done training.
I bet you're a great teacher.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
So, ladies, this would be your final chance to promote your website or social media, however they can make an appointment with you. We can start with you, Miss Tammy. Go ahead and give us what you got.
Okay. My name is Tammy at Stepping Out Haircare Salon, currently called Growing Hands because my clients have given me that name because I've always been able to promote healthy hair and to grow their hair and treat damaged hair. My number is 478-955-6916. We're located at 852 North Houston Road near Robbinsfeld Credit Union and Ali Shopping Center. I look forward to servicing you, and take care of your hair, and your hair will take care of you.
Yes, you're gonna be booked. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And Miss Lulu, what about you? Let's go ahead and get your website and your social media tags.
Okay. I'm Lulu. My website is luluscleaningservice.biz. My Facebook page is Lulu's Cleaning Service, of course. My Instagram is Lulu's Cleaning Service LLC. And you could book through me. Call 478-972-2053, and you're always going to get me most of the time anyway. So it's Lulu on the other side of the phone. And I service like 12 different cities, and we're looking to branch out to more. We're all over middle Georgia.
Yeah, I did see that on your website. Yes, thank you for saying that. Awesome. Okay, and Kareese, what about you?
Yes, like I said, the best way to reach me is my social media. Kareese Watson is my Facebook. My Instagram is @creditgirl, and it's spelled KREDITGIRL. So the credit has a K on it.
Okay.
I'm very responsive in the messages for those on those social media platforms. And I'm always looking for people. If you want to build your community wherever you are, I'm always able to help guide you wherever, connect you with whoever I have in your areas. Feel free to reach out to me on social media.
Awesome. Well, ladies, I want to say thank you again for joining me on this episode of Mind Your Own Business. I feel like it was great. It wasn't painful, was it?
No, it wasn't. I did okay, right, y'all?
You did great.
Good job, Lulu and Kareese.
Yes.
I want to say thanks again. To have strong, Black, beautiful women on this program is awesome to me. And every week we show out, and we're going to keep showing out. And I just pray that your businesses prosper, and those goals that we talked about, your future plans, I know they're going to come true for you. And I know that if nothing else, fellowship is going to show up for you. So I hope you guys have a good night. And don't forget to share this video so everyone can watch it. Even if they didn't get to watch it live, they can watch the playback because they don't want to miss out on this vital information about these 3 wonderful businesses. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Bye.